Welcome to the latest climate podcast. Here are today's top climate news stories. Canada is making exciting strides in space exploration by developing nuclear reactors for the moon. The Canadian Space Agency has funded the Canadian Space Mining Corporation to create a low-enriched uranium reactor, essential for sustaining a human presence on the moon. This initiative supports NASA's Artemis program, aiming for a permanent lunar colony. Canada's expertise in space technology and nuclear energy positions it well in this international effort. The reactors could also benefit remote communities on Earth, providing cleaner energy solutions. With challenges ahead, the potential for innovation and exploration is inspiring for both Canada and the world.
In Salem, Massachusetts, the historic House of the Seven Gables faces challenges from climate change, particularly rising sea levels and increased storm intensity. The museum staff, led by Paul Wright, are implementing preservation strategies, including decarbonization projects, to protect the site. However, as flooding and mold become more frequent, the team has developed a 50-year adaptation plan to relocate 5 historic structures inland. This proactive approach not only aims to safeguard the buildings, but also to enhance the neighborhood's historic charm, ensuring that Salem's rich maritime history continues to inspire future generations.
China is making significant strides in the automotive sector, outpacing Germany at the recent IAA mobility event in Munich. While German brands like Audi and BMW showcased their latest models, the spotlight was on numerous Chinese companies, including XPeng and contemporary Amperex Technology Co., Limited, which leads in battery technology. As the world shifts towards electric vehicles, German carmakers are learning from Chinese innovations, adopting new technologies and platforms. Despite strong sales in India, German manufacturers face declining sales in China, highlighting a challenging future for their automotive industry. The landscape is rapidly evolving, driven by technological advancements.
In India, the BMW Group is optimistic about luxury car sales, despite recent layoffs in the IT sector. The new CEO plans to expand the range of battery electric vehicles and increase the dealership network from 35 to 50 cities by next year. BMW is also focused on enhancing customer experience through affordable maintenance packages, ensuring peace of mind for buyers. Following a recent surge in sales, driven by favorable tax changes, the company anticipates continued growth. The CEO believes that younger consumers are increasingly interested in luxury vehicles, highlighting a bright future for the brand in the evolving market.
India is making exciting progress in nuclear energy, with the start of fuel loading at its first prototype fast breeder reactor in Kalpakkam, Tamil Nadu. This innovative reactor, which is sodium-cooled and has a capacity of 500 megawatts, will be the second of its kind in the world. After overcoming technical challenges, approvals from the Atomic Energy Regulatory Board have allowed this important step forward. Once fully operational, the reactor will enhance India's nuclear energy program by converting spent fuel into electricity, helping the country aim for a remarkable increase in nuclear power capacity by 2031-32.
India is set to play a significant role at the pre-COP30 meeting in Brasilia, where climate negotiators will gather to prepare for the upcoming climate conference in Belém, Pará. With around 65 delegations expected, the event will focus on key climate issues, including adaptation and renewable energy. India has made impressive strides, achieving its national climate goals ahead of schedule and aiming for substantial reductions in emissions by 2030. As discussions on climate finance intensify, India seeks robust outcomes to support developing countries. This meeting presents a vital opportunity for collaboration and progress in addressing climate change challenges.
Antarctica is facing a concerning situation as its sea ice melts at unprecedented rates, which could lead to the release of significant amounts of carbon dioxide, further accelerating global warming. Scientists, led by Cheng-Fei He, have discovered that this melting disrupts the formation of Antarctic bottom water, a crucial process that traps carbon in the deep ocean. Historical patterns indicate that similar events in the past caused rapid climate changes. As the Southern Ocean warms and carbon storage declines, the potential for increased atmospheric carbon dioxide levels poses serious challenges for our climate future. Understanding these changes is essential for addressing global warming.
Snow leopards, native to the mountain ranges of 12 Asian countries, including Russia, Afghanistan, Nepal, and Tibet, face significant threats from climate change and low genetic diversity. A recent study highlights that their small population, estimated between 4,500 and 7,500, makes them vulnerable to extinction. While they have shown resilience by purging harmful mutations, their low genetic diversity increases their susceptibility to environmental changes and disease. Researchers emphasize the urgent need for conservation efforts to protect these majestic cats, as habitat degradation could lead to their extinction in the near future.
The Philippines is making exciting strides in renewable energy, particularly with plans for 3,300 megawatts of offshore wind capacity, set for auction later this year. This fixed-bottom technology, already successful in Europe, China, and the United States, promises to harness stronger winds at sea, boosting energy security and reducing reliance on coal and natural gas. Experts predict that if all goes well, the first wind turbines could be operational by 2029, helping the country meet its ambitious targets of increasing renewable energy from 22% in 2024 to 50% by 2040. This transition could create jobs and stimulate local economies, marking a hopeful future for clean energy in the Philippines.
The October 2025 report highlights the Middle East, North Africa, Afghanistan, and Pakistan as a region facing both challenges and opportunities regarding climate change and energy. Notably, Saudi Arabia and the UAE are advancing in renewable energy with solar and wind projects, while Gulf states aim to lead in green finance. However, climate vulnerabilities such as desertification and water scarcity threaten millions. Despite these advancements, humanitarian needs remain high and adaptation efforts are underfunded. The report emphasizes the need for genuine reforms to ensure that progress leads to lasting change, rather than repeating past crises.
Researchers from Yale University have discovered that climate change is causing spring to arrive later in New York City parks, contrary to expectations of earlier springs due to warmer winters. Analyzing satellite images from 379 parks, they found that median-sized parks are particularly affected, experiencing delays of up to 4.43 days. Larger parks, like Central Park, are better at cooling their surroundings and mitigating heat. This research highlights the importance of managing green spaces to enhance their cooling effects and resilience in a warming climate, ultimately benefiting public health and urban environments.
In Lincoln, Nebraska, Dr. Deborah Bathke, the state climatologist, will present her annual climate change findings at the Unitarian Church on Thursday at 7 p.m. Her report, Understanding and Assessing Climate Change, Preparing for Nebraska's Future, highlights the challenges and opportunities the state faces as temperatures rise. Key findings include increased heat extremes, more severe wildfires, and intense rainfall events. The church, committed to sustainability and climate justice, will host this free event which will also be live-streamed on YouTube. This gathering promises to be an informative discussion on Nebraska's climate future.
Asia, known as the world's factory for fashion, faces a pressing need for real climate solutions in the industry. To combat climate change, the fashion sector must transition from coal and gas boilers to renewable energy sources, address methane emissions, and protect its workers. The pollution from factories directly impacts communities and the environment, making urgent action essential. While global fiber production is increasing, primarily due to cheap polyester, the fashion industry still emits around 8.3 million tons of methane each year. Cutting methane emissions could significantly help mitigate global warming, offering a brighter future for both the planet and its people.
Homeowners and gardeners worldwide are embracing native plants, which have evolved in their regions over thousands of years. This shift, driven by concerns about climate change and biodiversity loss, is transforming gardens from California to India. Native plants require less water and maintenance, making them eco-friendly choices. They also support local wildlife, such as pollinators, which are crucial for our ecosystems. Communities are rediscovering the cultural significance of these plants, with initiatives in Canada and Japan promoting their use. This movement not only enhances beauty, but also fosters resilience against climate extremes, proving that small changes can lead to significant environmental benefits.
In the United States, global energy investment is set to reach an impressive $3.3 trillion this year, with $2.2 trillion directed towards clean technologies, surpassing fossil fuel investments. However, a troubling trend is emerging as over $22 billion in clean energy projects have been canceled or scaled back, leading to significant job losses. Political pressures and populism are undermining climate policies, causing leaders to roll back commitments and weaken emissions targets. This shift highlights the need for stronger political mechanisms to protect climate initiatives and ensure a sustainable future, despite the current challenges facing clean energy development.
For more climate news, make sure to download the Change Your Climate app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Please note, these stories were AI-generated from real news sources, which isn't always perfect. If you have any concerns or questions about the news contained in this podcast, please reach out to us. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.